can't even order a normal size coffee through a drive-thru.
Ken is sandbagging it.
Oh my, the Hoonicorn's so fast!
All right, welcome to Hoonicorn versus the World. This is a this versus that special. What are we doing today, Ken?
Apparently drag racing.
There's a lot of confidence there.
Something I've never done before.
You ready to watch Ken get his ass kicked today?
I don't think he is, man. I think that thing is gonna surprise a lot of cars.
So we're here today. We're gonna be racing a bunch of different stuff. We're gonna be racing supercars, drag race cars, trophy trucks, and even the world's fastest donk. All right, so how do we get here?
The whole concept of this is based around Forza. So when the Hoonicorn made its way into Forza, it was one of the fastest vehicles. So we noticed that a lot of the players were actually taking the Hoonicorn and drag racing it against other vehicles. And that's the right thing about Forza. You could put this thing versus a supercar, you know, a truck, or a little three-wheeled thing that looks like an egg. I actually worked pretty hard with the studio that makes Forza to really make this thing feel as manic as it does in real life. I actually sat there in the studio and was like, no, it feels more violent. It feels faster than what it feels like in their test units. So they actually made it faster, made it feel really much more realistic to how it feels.
All right, so Ken, you're here to drive a Hoonicorn in a straight line. What are some other things you've done with Hoonicorn?
It originally started with Gymkhana 7. After that, it actually went to London. We did a Top Gear episode. And after that is when we put the twin turbos on and we did Climbkhana in Pikes Peak. But it's never drag raced, and neither have I.
It's not a drag race car, but it's all-wheel drive. It makes 1,400 horsepower. It has super sticky tires on it. And a sequential gearbox. So is it?
What are you trying to say?
It's a drag race car.
There's a lot of drag racers who will argue on that, but I get where you're coming from. All right, so less talking, let's start racing. All right, what are we doing today?
Today, we're here to match up ridiculous built machine from America and then probably one of the gnarliest hypercars to come out from England in the last 10 years.
And named after the greatest race car driver of all time.
I mean,
Brian
not
Senna.
just one of the greatest like hypercar builders, but race car teams
Yeah, no, I
in
know.
history.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, name a better one.
Hoonigan Racing.
There you go. Boom. So that's what we're here today to see.
I don't even know what to talk about besides look at this paint.
I was gonna
effect
say, I'm sorry,
in
on
the
paint,
sun.
on paint alone, this is sorcery going on
moly.
here. Look at that.
Now, I just gotta say, like, personally, I would like a little bit chunkier metal flake in there, you know, maybe something along the lines of bass boat.
Now that is a nice fish.
Yeah, we know you would, Zach.
It looks like it came from, you know, like an Alien, like the ship that they're on, or it's like, you know that they're just like super evil.
Ash, can you see this?
Yes, I can. I've never seen anything like it.
Instead of talking about his bass boat flake or the alien ship-like capabilities, I bet Nick could tell us a lot more about the car.
What would you guys like to know? It's a bass boat. This is the McLaren Senna 2019. 1 of 500 made, particularly 1 of 1 in the Merlin edition, which is what you have here. And obviously, you guys took notice of the crazy paint. Merlin is actually dubbed from McLaren's paint master. So this is called Sorcerer's Black. The gentleman in MSO, his name's Darren Townsend. And his nickname was Merlin because of how crazy he can come up with these paints and just it's magic.
You can't even order a normal size coffee through a drive-through with this. Like, what do you do with this?
You don't drink in the car. It's
That's
weight
because
saving.
you don't order coffees. They just
Can you
appear
even
for
get
you.
a Big Mac through this?
I do not eat McDonald's. That is for poor people.
I don't see a cup holder in there.
The other challenge is you need good pants flex too, because look at that.
That's to show off your kicks.
Yeah, you got to show off your kicks, and you can't be running some kind of Bobo pants on there.
There's got to be like a race reason for that, Nick, right? Is that so you can like see the nose of other hypercars trying to pass you?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can you hit us with the hard specs of this car?
Yeah, so 789 horsepower, 0 to 62, 2.8 seconds, 0 to 124 in 6.8 seconds, top speed 211 miles an hour. But the fun fact that I love is at 155 miles an hour, this car is producing very close to 1,800 pounds of downforce.
I mean, this is like the coolest thing ever because it actually like evacuates all of its heat from the radiator, creating downforce in this front.
For sure. That's a pass-through.
It's insane. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's on a production car.
And
A small
at speed.
child could crawl through there.
It
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
So are these like flaps that?
Do they adjust?
Yep.
That's what I was just
It's
saying,
active
yeah,
aero in the
just-
front as well as the rear. Yeah, so it changes at different speeds and cornering to help push the car down farther.
I was told that this was basically designed in the wind tunnel. That like,
The whole thing.
yeah, people talk about it doesn't look good because this is what the wind and air like, not what the eye likes.
Look at this wing.
It's
It's sick. You could actually see it. It's bolted to the chassis of the car, and then this is on like
flexing constantly. Yep.
Right,
It's
'cause
constantly moving.
This is the first one of these I've seen in real life, out on the street, not in Forza, and not at the Peterson Museum.
You guys talk about the fact that this is a cover model?
I did say that the only place I've seen this was in Forza. It was on the cover of Forza, right?
Right. Well, that's the thing. Part of the premise of this drag race series is the fact that it came from Forza. Well, this car was actually on the cover of one of the last Forzas. So that's what I think is actually very cool about this whole thing. It's kind of coming full circle.
What does this thing cost? What is like? This is an unbelievable vehicle. Like,
So-
what is this?
How many of our cars do we have to sell to buy one?
I don't know.
And then have like a lease, like, you know, like you get
There's
it on
commas.
Tuesdays after
There's
two.
commas in the amount of
Are we
our cars
combining
we have to sell.
creditworthiness here? This car particularly is built very high spec through MSO. Is 1.15
And I'm
million.
out.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said this one's for sale, right?
This one is for sale.
How much can we buy this one for? I'm talking cash right now.
Cash here right now?
Yeah.
I think about
Cash.
1.15. Yeah.
I think it's going to be more like cash in very large duffel bags.
It's
plural.
in the truck. It's in that truck.
I'm in.
So all this aero, not done in a wind tunnel.
Hold on. All of this aero done on Photoshop, and it looks really cool. Let's pop the hood.
Man, he's got 4 hood pins to lose, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Yeah, it looks just as good as I always remember.
So Brian, you want to tell us what this is?
It's a Roush Yates 410.
It's a Ford engine built by Roush Yates.
It says Ford on the side. I was trying to figure that one out. This is basically, it starts as like it's like a dirt oval outlaw motor. Revs to 8,600. It's obviously got 2 big old turbos in front of it.
Big old Garrett's.
No intercooler because it's running on meth, so it doesn't need to because it runs nice and cool. And then it's got a bunch of other crazy packaging stuff, and it makes 1,400 horsepower. 1,400. This is ludicrous speed fast.
Paired with the SATEV gearbox, banging those gears.
And all-wheel drive.
And all-wheel drive.
And 4 315 wide Toyo R888.
And like dash 12 oil lines, which just says race car
I know.
shit.
Look at the dry sump just hanging right there. I love that the front diff is in front of the motor, so it's a dual drive shaft type setup, like a R35.
This is the like stock firewall area on a Mustang.
Well, this-
right? So
this was-
you could see it's moved back quite a bit.
that much. Yeah.
When we built this car, we didn't build it to race in any series. We built it just to make Gymkhana stuff. So there's actually like a bunch of things in this car that are kind of sketchy that we did because it looks good on camera.
So you're saying it's unsafe?
I'm saying that it's a picture car. It's a really fast picture
Don't tell my wife that.
She still hasn't seen Gymkhana 1. So Nick, you have any questions about the car?
Twin turbo V8. I think we're
It's
good.
a perfect matchup.
Seems equal. Street tires.
Uh,
No,
partial. But
I'm gonna tell you what
They're
that
not
translates to. This might be a cheater tire.
The Toyo R888R isn't exactly not a cheater tire.
No,
I mean, it's
no.
one of the stickiest tires
It's
that's
a
on the
borderline.
market
It's a borderline street
for a
tire.
DOT tire.
Yeah. How wide are these?
These are 315s.
315 R888Rs all around.
On all fours.
Square.
Oh, 315s as well. See?
Oh, he's got 10 up on him.
Can you do a burnout?
It's tough.
Well, you already lost. Let's go predictions, boys.
The McLaren all day for a car show. No, I'm not trying. I can't. The Hoonicorn, me, I got Hoonicorn.
Shit, I don't know, man. The Hoonicorn is so fast.
Want a prediction? Yeah, Hoonicorn.
No, they want to see your pretty face. Said no one ever.
Hoonicorn all day, but that Macca is just something special.
Mine's being the Hoonicorn. I told you guys. How many times I gotta tell you? Just mopping them up.
Mopping them up. This is Forza in real life right there.
Yeah.
This is literally Forza in real life. We all win on this one, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. John, you're so wholesome. We all win.
God damn.
Wow.
The Hoonicorn's so fast!
Yo, the crazy thing is it didn't take him on the launch.
No,
like the launch
exactly.
for the Senna was strong.
You said you built it purpose-built for Gymkhana, but I really think you built a drag car.
Apparently we built a drag car and we just didn't know. Now think about when you watch Gymkhana 7, Gymkhana 10, and Climbkhana, how fast that car was
Yeah,
going.
that's a really good
Like
point.
I don't think people realize how fast Ken is attacking those corners in that car.
John, I feel like we're in a real life Forza lobby right now.
Dude,
I'm not
I've only
saying
seen that car in the game.
Yeah.
So seeing one in real life and it's ripping,
against that.
that's a video game in real life.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
All right, so same heads up race, except this time Ken's gonna give him the hit, let him leave first, and we'll see if Ken can reel him in, which I think he will.
Round 2.
It hooks up, it just goes.
Ken bogged the launch and still.
That thing's a missile, man.
It's faster than it looks.
It's tough.
How? I gotta ask, because this thing sounds really good, right?
Yep.
But when the apocalypse is passing you, it's gotta sound insane.
The pops that are coming from that are just unbelievable.
What are we doing?
We're gonna give him length. So I give him 2 cars?
2 cars. I beat him by 6, but you only
No,
get
you
2?
beat him by 3 on that one.
Okay, 3 cars.
3 cars?
3 cars.
3 cars and go on his jump.
All right, you wanna take 3 cars?
3 cars. Is that what I think? Is that what he was leading me on?
That's what we're thinking. 3 cars.
I think 3 cars. Let's do 3.
Do it. Turn around, we'll go run it real quick.
That was Ken being generous. We
Yeah,
were saying
we
2.
were offering 2, and Ken was like, give him 3. Cut that down.
Oh shit!
Yo, did they pour more sauce on?
Ken is sandbagging it. Every time he's behind, he comes up.
It keeps getting faster.
Ken is sandbagging. He was sandbagging all day.
How's it feel to be beat by a Ford?
It was at 1,800 pounds.
I think my reaction time was slow because all the meth that was coming in through the window, I was choking up. That's what it is. Thanks for the run.
Thank you. That was fun.
Thanks.
There's never been a better time to play Forza Horizon 4 right now. It's been optimized for Xbox Series X and Series S, which means higher resolution, greater frame rate, faster load times, more fun. So maybe I'll see you online. I'll be cruising around, try Fight by Fire. Have fun, play games.